Only thing I think about with sports, like, man, learning now, you want to win a Grey Cup, you want to ring a Super Bowl Grey Cup to go on the panel and talk. They were telling me, like, football to be over, and I'm learning, like, your money, football money, you get paid with the 6 increments, 6 months. So 6 months on, 6 months off, which is good and bad. You want to invest it in something smart. You don't want to just sit on it, because you sit on it, you just going to spend it when you need it.
Good day and welcome to the Wealthy Entrepreneur Podcast. I am your host, Bob Govro. It is a pleasure to have you here today. I want to remind you that this is the place where we dissect the elements to contribute to entrepreneurial success, from mindset and leadership to profits and revenue. And I got to tell you, today's episode is going to be a little bit of fun. I have a professional athlete, and I'm going to introduce him here in a second. Professional athlete turned entrepreneur, but he's kind of still got one foot in each of those buckets right now. But I got to tell you, this individual, his name is Sherrod Baltimore, and he's been a defensive back on the Red Blacks for quite a few years and looking for his next opportunity right now and in the Canadian Football League. And he's just such a pleasure. I have the great honor to call him a friend, to call him a client, a student, and he's just... You know, he brings so much positivity and energy and entertainment, truthfully, in every conversation. So I feel very lucky that I get to share his journey with you today. We're going to call this episode Discipline, Drive, and Entrepreneurship with Sherrod Baltimore. He's the founder of Clean Dream Services, a fast-growing residential and commercial cleaning business in the Ottawa area. They also do cleaning on construction sites as well. So for anybody in that region who's going to be looking for that type of service, you couldn't ask for a better founder or human to be leading this group of people. I just can't say enough good things about him. He's been known as a standout defensive back with CFL's Ottawa Red Blacks. Sherrod turned the unexpected downturn of the pandemic into an opportunity to create a new chapter for himself as an entrepreneur. Clean Dream Services was born from his vision to raise the standard of professional cleaning for homes and workplaces. Sherrod's story is a powerful example of channeling the discipline and focus of professional sports into building a business from the ground up. He's going to share his journey of going through and being a recognized elite athlete, going through the system and getting an opportunity maybe later than what he had hoped. But I'll let you listen to his story. Once again, one of the nicest guys that you would ever meet, funny as hell too. And I'm going to get him to come in and share a little bit about his journey, some of the challenges he's faced in his entrepreneurship, but also talk a little bit about the journey he had to get into the entrepreneurship to begin with. So without further ado, I'm so excited to welcome my friend Sherrod Baltimore onto the podcast today. All right, Sherrod Baltimore in the house, my buddy. I've had the opportunity to connect with you, I'm going to say the last couple years, and you just bring, my friend, like the best vibe and energy, maybe more than anyone I've ever met. It's always a true pleasure to connect with you. And I'm so excited to have you here and share a little bit about your journey, because you've had a few different paths that you've gone down between, you know, athletics and then starting a business. I would love for you to take us through. Give us the Sherrod Baltimore story of how you got to where you are today.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I'm proud of you, though. I'll definitely, first off, I feel like, you know, God crossed this path, you know, got to help me on my journey, man, the last 2 years. Learning from you a lot. It's been a blessing for me. It definitely helped me, you know, especially, you know, becoming and feeling like I'm a rookie all over again in this business world. But I'm going to get to that later. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. I definitely appreciate you. Definitely been more. It started off just an accountant, but now my brother, like family. That's good. I don't even call you my accountant, but.
Same, yeah. Right? Like, yeah. It's like I said, it is such a pleasure to always talk with you. You just bring this level of energy and positivity and enthusiasm for everything that you do. And thank you for those kind words. I appreciate it. It's been an honor to work alongside you and help support you through this journey. But let's hear your story. I would love for everyone to hear it.
All right, cool, man. So I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland, close to the like Washington, D.C. area. Grew up And yeah, in that area, went to Friendly High School. It's a very competitive. I've been playing sports all my life, football and basketball. Where I'm from in my area, in the DMV area, sports is very competitive. Just make it out from either going to the NBA or NFL. It's a lot of athletes, that wanted to make it coming out of my, generation. So I played since 6 years old. I say Boys and Girls Club all the way up to high school. I got 6 siblings. I'm the oldest. My mom, single mom. I grew up with, like a mom, and I got 2 uncles who was very supportive of me growing up. Big brothers, like my big brother figures, like role models, some people that did the right thing all the time. But in high school, I went to my 9th grade year. My 8th grade year in middle school, I played pop morning school ball. It's like travel football, so you play the best in your area, then you get to go to Florida and compete for like 3 games and see who, who's the best in the world. Very competitive. And along that time, one of my teammates, which is a brother to mine to this day, named Ron, he was the running back. I got very close with him, like cool with him, I'm playing on the same team on the weekends. You go to school on the weekend, and then the weekends you're like, hey Mom, can I stay at my house at the game? We want to play the game, and you know what I'm saying? The coach used to come get me anyway, so it was like easier for me. So yeah, I used to stay with him through the games, and we built that like brother relationship, throughout the season. And throughout my high school career, I ended up living with him. His parents allowed me, it's a blessing to the skies, and I'm loving to this day. They allowed me to come, live with them for high school. Obviously, my situation growing up was a little like I'm from poverty, so you bouncing around from house to house, going around, so it's a little unstable at a certain time. And I was blessed that Big Ronald Harvey and Michelle, they seen a good side of me, in the future. Like, hey man, this kid got a future, good head on his shoulders. He come live with us, and we'll take care of the rest from there. So it's like it was really good for me. I moved out, like I lived with them when I was like 13, starting at 13. So that's kind of like my first time really stepping out and trying to go, figure it out, figure life out. My mom was moving around trying to figure her life out, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, had a good high school career. Played basketball, football, was all met. Basketball, all state, all county, football and basketball, all that stuff like that, good stuff. Played quarterback in high school, my whole high school career, and point guard. And then my senior year, I had to make a decision to stop playing basketball that summer, and I had to just make a decision to play football. One of my coaches, football coaches, obviously in high school, same with college, everywhere you go, coaches is very like come and go. It's a tricky situation. It's not a stable job. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You be here today, you lose, then be on tomorrow. So I had a few high school coaches, a couple I think, and the last one was Coach Quayway, my most memorable coach. And from football in high school, he come to me my 11th grade year going into the summer. He like, yo, you want to play? You want to go to college? I'm like, yeah. Like, you just got here. Like I be cooking in basketball, bro. Like, I'm like that. I'm probably gonna play basketball. Probably go to play football. I'm trying to go to NBA or NFL. He like, hey man, you need to play football. He African too, so he got an accent. And yo, I need you to play football. I'm like, yeah, man, I might. He like, yeah, man, you want to play corner? You know what I'm saying? He like, you want to play football? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just play quarterback. I'm going to go to the college to quarterback, probably go to the league. He like, what? He like, oh, I want you to go home and I want you to look at all the quarterbacks in the NFL at their height and their weight. And I want you to go to the NBA and look at all the point guards. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Kind of just went on the back of my head. This is a new coach, kind of. I'm really cool with him. I got his respect, but this is your first time meeting someone. Where I come from, it's kind of like you got to gain your respect. You feel me? Half of the time, sometimes it's like, I'm going to give you the trust off rip, and then you got to do something to, screw it up. But sometimes it's like, bro, I don't even know you like that. Like, but now he telling me like, yo, I played for Nick Saban. That was the head coach for Alabama. But then when he was at Michigan State, that's when I played for him. He was just teaching me hella stuff, and I could have been in the league, but I'm gonna get you right. You gonna play corner, do it. So I'm like, that's what kind of like stuck with me. Like, I'm trying to go to the league. Like, I know Nick Saban, he blowing up at Alabama right now, so he kind of gotta know something. Like, he got some credentials. So let me go home and look at this roster. So I get home, bro. I pull up the roster. I'm in high school too. This is my 11th grade year. I'm like, bro, what? Tom Brady, 6'4". All the quarterbacks, 6'4", 6'3". I'm like, what the hell, bro? Point guard, Steph Curry, 6'4". Everybody, 6'2", 6'3". brother, I'm 5'10". Brother, I meant to. I call my uncle. I always call my uncle, man. That's the first time I'm like, bruh. He's like, no, you can do it. Tyro, I tell her like 5'10" and this and that. So I go to my coach the next day and I'm like, I'm like, man, everybody's 6 feet. But like, what the? He like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can do it. You athletic enough to play quarterback or enough to play basketball, but it's just gonna be that much harder. You know what I'm saying? At corner, you 5'10", so it's like really, it's a high. You got a high percentage chance of making it pro. We had this conversation as a 11th grade junior. You know what I'm saying? In high school. So I'm like, he like, yo, listen. In order for you to get good at corner, you already got the skill set. You know what I'm saying? You play point guard. It's similar to the agility. You just gotta get faster. You gotta get stronger. You haven't been lifting weights your whole high school career, whether like you're slow, you're
I didn't have to. I was the
145.
quarterback.
Huh?
I didn't have
Yeah.
to. I was the quarterback.
I was thinking I was fast. I ain't been slow. I started realizing I was slow till my junior year. Look, I started running 40s. I'm running 4.8s. I'm like, who 40 is that? Who ran that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he convinced me, like, yo, like I said, basketball is competitive where I'm from, and I really love basketball. I played basketball more than football. You know what I'm saying? And it was a really hard decision. Like I played point guard, was very like impactful to my high school teams and my AAU team, travel league. Like basketball, I've been playing travel league since 6, 7 years old. Like I played football, but we just play football, but we love basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I had to tell my coach in the summer, like, man, I'm not playing AAU basketball this summer. I remember he was hurt, Coach Ty. He still tell me to this day, you a better basketball player than football player. I hate talking about this because it's like this. I will never forget the conversation. They was in Florida. He like, bro, I will fly you down here, like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Syracuse called to me, like trying to see where you at. They've been watching. You know what I'm saying? This your time now. And I'm like, man, I'm out here in the summer in the weight room doing DB drills and football. I'm like, man, coach, I made a decision. Like I just gotta stick with it. And I see in the future, I bet on myself. I was listening to my coach, you know what I'm saying, Coach Quayway. And it made more sense. I was talking to my uncle, I called him like, bro, it's probably down a little more high percentage to go from football to basketball. So anyways, I stayed that summer. I played cornerback. I lifted weights. Got my 40 down from like a 4.8 to like a 4.5. I went to do some camps and stuff. I was traveling, and my office picked up from all the Division I AA schools. I played corner, had a hell of a year. Then I ended up going all state for corner in one season. You know what I'm saying? And I got better at it, mastered it. Coach Quayway, man, he taught me so much about the cornerback position, technique, and binding yourself. And you don't have to be fast. You got to learn the technique, skills and stuff like that. End up going to Maine, University of Maine, committed. You know what I'm saying? That basketball season was my best season too. I played for my high school, not my AU, because you got football season and then you got basketball after. Feel me? So I was gonna play basketball, but it was just gonna be because I love the game. You know what I'm saying? My last time I was cooking too. I feel like I was just playing my best basketball because I was stronger, faster.
And no pressure either, right? And no pressure, right?
100%. So then I end up going to University of Maine. Everyone asked me like, why the hell you going to Maine? You know what I'm saying? I would never forget that. That was a good time. I come from, my area is just majority black people. It's all black people community. You know what I'm saying? So I remember coaches would be coming in and out of high school to come, when they come recruit you, they come see Old Dominion came with their coaching staff. Main Coach Vash was always there. He showed up from the beginning to the end, which was another reason why that one of my decisions was to go to Maine. But Towson was there. There was a lot of like Division I AA schools. I had about like 10 offers, something like that, 15 offers. Anyways, I remember my decision making, it was time to go visit Maine, and I was in class and they was like, yo, Maine, here to see you, and I'll leave class and I'll come back in class. And my classmates around me, I will never forget. One of my classmates was like, what school is that? I was like, man, University of Maine. She be like, you can't go to Maine, that's by Alaska. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out of class, I went to Coach Quayway. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to Maine, bro. It's by Alaska. Like, it's cold as hell out there. And it get like dark 24 hours. He African. He like, who told you this shit? What? We used to laugh all the time. Yo, this is my favorite coach. One of my favorite coaches. We got so many stories about him, but another time. But he like, nah, man, they come in here consistency. They come in here consistently. They recruit you. They say you number one on their draft. Like when they, they want to really get you in as a recruit, you the number one recruit on the board. So you gonna go take a visit. I went to the visit. Stayed up there for 2 days. On my way back, I already committed on the plane ride. I said I don't even need no more visits. It's over with. I'm going to Maine. You know what I'm saying? Went to Maine. Stayed redshirted my first year. Met a lot of good people there. I learned a lot of like how I am now. Coach Cos, the head coach there, was a good leader, great leader, man. A lot of my attributes now in life kind of shaped me and molded me, will help me along the journey. Maine teaches you how to be like blessed and happy and thankful for the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much to do out there. It's a small town, but it's a football town. Out of Maine is the big attraction, the hockey and the football team. So, and it was a different from where I'm from. I grew up with all black people. Now I'm going to the other side. It's all white people here. I'm the only, only the football team, only black people, in the state. So it was great for me because I got to learn, like, you hear so much things growing up where you from and see so many things, but it's like now I'm going to live it. I told you I went on my visit. I'm out there like, yo, they love me here. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they looking at me like, I ain't never seen nobody. They like, you look like Lil Wayne or something. Like, at first I took it as, I took it to like defense. Like, what type of?
What do you mean?
I don't
And you're
look
like,
no Lil Wayne,
he's-
bro. The hell, but then I just realized like they never really seeing this stuff in person, but like on TV, you know what I'm saying? It's all white people here.
even the football team was?
Football team half and half. All the skill position, but the majority of the football team was black.
I was gonna say, were you gonna say all the skilled people were black players?
Yeah. That's anyway. That's just football.
Right? Yeah. That's just the reality of it.
You feel me?
I did. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I was in college. Stayed there for 5 years. I redshirted my freshman year, so we get an extra year. You know what I'm saying? So.
Thanks for explaining that. I was gonna say, oof, school was tough then, eh, Sherrod?
Like you stayed back in college, bro?
Yeah, you took an extra year, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I ended up playing 5 years, and I redshirted, learned so much. But what's up, bro? My dog like, woo, man, go, did that. But anyways, I went to go. I played 5 years, and then I ain't gonna say I went All American or All Star, right? I'm just still learning corner a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I got it. I got a scholarship full ride, obviously. And it was the best time I ever got free food, free meals, stuff like that. And then
Life was good. You're a hero in the small town. Like,
still trying to make it. I know I want to go pro though. You know what I'm saying? What made me go to Maine too is where they had two safeties, Jerron McMillan and Trevor Carlton. And they was like high ranked, like about to get drafted. Jerron was the highest draft pick in Maine ever, and like it was like big. It was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So Trevor with Carlson, he was supposed to be a draft pick. He ended up signing as a free agent, I think with the Lions or the Bears. And that's what kind of got me like, all right, I'm just trying to go to the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my family out. That's one of my dreams, is to make it as a pro. You know what I'm saying? Just a life goal. You know what I'm saying? So I went there 5 years and did my thing. I feel like I had a good career. I just didn't go All American, All Conference, and all that stuff. But you never see me on film getting beat deep. You know what I'm saying? You never see me, on film. I show up. You just got to watch the film. It just didn't have the accolades behind it. And from what my high school coach used to tell me, Quay, still stick with me to this day. In sports, you got, you make the pros from high school kind of, you got the accolades, all conference, all state, even in high school and college, so I had it in high school, just in college. If I feel like if I had that run, you can still make it pro. It's just gonna be a little harder. You know what I'm saying? So after college, I did my pro day. That's when you train for all the college scouts, all the NFL scouts to come and the college scouts. And I went to California to train, and that's when I learned a lot of stuff as far as like my diet. I was 180, 185, 190 in college. When I got to training, they're like, bro, you got to chop some weight. You're supposed to be 175. You're fluffy. You have no abs. That's probably why you're so goddamn slow. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So they told me so much stuff, man, about like now I don't eat pork. I learned all that stuff in 2016. You know what I'm saying? 2015. No dairy. no carbs, had to cut out my diet, and I was just training and running. And I trained, and my pro day, after my pro day, I ran my 40, I did my agility. I ran a 4.5 and a 4.6. So it ended up being like, they took your best times and they combined it into B1. So I ended up, the combined time was like a 4.6. And I remember calling my high school coach. He was just telling me like, bro, I had an agent at the time too. And he was just saying like, you already know time of day. You run a 4.4, you're going to get there. You don't, it's going to be that much harder. That's just that simple at corner. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I had an agent. I remember after my pro day, I was calling my agent and gave him my times. He's like, yeah, man. So you got the NFL, you got the CFL, man. We're going to see the NFL, the draft coming up. We're going to see if anybody draft you or sign you. And then we're going to watch the NFL and see if the CFL, see if anybody in the CFL draft you. You know what I'm saying? This is me. I don't know nothing. So boom, NFL draft go by, nobody sign me, nobody call me. I'm watching the CFL draft. I'm seeing all these names. I'm like, the hell? We're like, nobody called me, whatever the case. I started calling my agent back. He ain't answering. Like, and you know what? That's when shit get real. You ever called her? You ever had a girlfriend back in the day, an ex-girl, you call her and she just not messing with you no more, it's over, but she don't feel it. I'm like, yeah. You gonna answer my call? It's crazy. Text nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I had a backup plan, plan A, plan B. I don't feel like I said, I ain't run fast enough, so I already kind of knew. The scouts said you look good in your drills and stuff. It was like 3 or 4 scouts there. The Patriots, that was my dude, Mikey D. And there was a guy from the Redskins, Terry. I can still keep in contact with them to this day because they the ones to show me love. Like, bro, honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough getting you win, running 4.6. Like, what I say to go to the CFL with some film and then come back. So I was like, NFL or nothing. So my plan B was I was gonna coach at Maine and then train while I'm coaching. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be ready when they call me because I'm still a free agent technically. You know what I'm saying? But if not, I'm gonna just do the pro day again. So I'll trade and coaching while I'm coaching. The head coach now, Coach Harry Semiak at Maine, he's now the head coach at University of UMass. He's like, yeah, nah, man, nothing but love for you. I appreciate him too. Man, like a family, it's like a brotherhood. So they always looking out for people. Like, nah, come on, staff, come learn. You gonna be a coach or a fire coach, man. I was just learning this stuff, but my job was to put the film in during the day. You know what I'm saying? And I put the film in, and while I'm putting the film in, all the NFL scouts and the CFL scouts will come recruit the kids. They watch the film. So Redskins, Colts, all 32 teams will come and see Patrick Ricard, who plays for the Ravens now, all pro fullback. So they come in and ask me, like, I'll be putting the film in, and this is how me learning too. I'm like, oh, so it's like bunch. I'm putting in the film, a formation, and they run certain routes at certain positions they lining up at. I'm like, damn, I ain't never know football was like this. So every time he lined up right here, he running this route. That's crazy. I used to be thinking they out here running mad. He just gonna take me up top every time. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm kind of learning too, but I'll be putting the film in and they'd be asking me like, what you think about Pat Ricard? I'd be like, bro, he good. Y'all need to sign him. But I'll also be like, yo, y'all need corners?
But you also need to sign me.
Y'all need corners? Yo, I ain't supposed to be here right now. I ain't supposed to be here. Get me out of here, bro. I'm coaching with dude. They all be like, yeah, we always need corners, man. This is my car. Send me your highlight tape and I'll check it out with you. I send it to him. And, some I heard back from him, some I wouldn't. 3 people hit me back. And it was the Colts, it was the Redskins, and it was the one person hit me up and was certain. It was the Ottawa Red Blacks. It was JM. I'll never forget when he came to Maine. He came in, he got a little accent. He like, hey man, you ever heard of Canada? I'm like, yeah. He like, you ever heard of Haiti? I'm like, a little bit. I don't really know too much. They got zoos in Miami, but where I'm from, I don't really know too much. Like, we American, bro. This is African American. Like, he like, hey man, we was the first country to say enough is enough. Haiti, man. South Passe. We speak French. And he was like, you know anything about Canada? I'm like, Drake. But I don't know too much about it. Something no, like, the hell? I don't know too much about Canada. He like, hey man, we got a beautiful CFL been longer. The CFL has been around longer than the NFL. It's a great league. You come up here, get a few years, go back and forth to the NFL, but you need to be playing. But he like, man, send me your highlight tape. And I take a look at it. We was talking for like an hour about not football, just life. Like Canada, Haiti, like what? He said, yeah, Canada, man, they speak French, man. Tupac Faze. I'm like, what? Like, nah, bro. Like, I don't know what you talking about, but anyways, I sent him my highlight tape when I got home. Not even before I got home. Like, I got home that night, he texted me back like, hey man, what happened to you? You can play. I hit him with the same thing. I ain't supposed to be here.
I'm supposed to be in the NFL right now.
Sign me. He like, he teaching me about the CFL. It's like, bro, it's the same thing as the NFL, but just in Canada. It's like two major leagues. So it's two high power leagues. It's the NFL and CFL. Period, point blank. You feel me? So I'm like, yeah, man, shit, bring me in for a workout. I'll show y'all. So anyways, I'm talking to him throughout the 16th season while I'm coaching. We texting once a week. He like, hey man, we doing good. This 2016. He like, hey man, we doing good this year. I'm like, man, how it's going? Like, what's up with Canada? How y'all doing? Halfway through the season, man, we first place. Now it's like November. He like, hey man, we going to the playoffs. I'm like, man, bet. He like, yeah, man, listen, we got a workout coming up in May, like April. He like, in April, just get ready for it. I'm gonna waive your fee. Just come, come work out for us. And then we'll see from there. We have all our scouts come down and come show us what you can do. I hit him up the next week. He like, hey man, we in the Grey Cup. The next week, hey man, we just won the Grey Cup. I'm like, what? It's crazy. What? Bro.
First off, what is the Grey Cup?
So the Grey Cup is the Super Bowl.
No. I know what it is. But you at the time were like, I don't know. What is the Grey Cup? Is that the Super Bowl?
I'm doing my homework low key. So now I'm talking to him more. So now I'm looking more. I'm getting more to the CFL. Like, what is this? Like, bro, it's only 8 teams. Like, I'm seeing them. And like, it's snowing out there now. I'm watching the game, the Grey Cup game. I'm like, yo, this looks sweet. And I'm looking at the rosters and it's dudes that's 5'10", 170, 165. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This is the leaf. You know what I'm saying? I just need to get on. I'm trying to get to the NFL anyway. So he's like, bro, we won a Grey Cup. Oh, it's crazy. So fast forward, I end up going to the workout in April. I trained the whole year while I'm working out. Mind you, I'm coaching and just going off like, man, believe like somebody gonna sign me. I'm just training every day, working out. I'm with the track coach. After practice, I'll be coaching them boys till 2, 3 o'clock, and then I'll work out at 4 o'clock. And then I go in the meetings with the coaches. Now I'm just, in meeting rooms with the coaches. So I'm getting best of both worlds. I'm training, but I'm still learning how to be a coach. And then I went to the workout in April, killed it. Locked everybody up. They signed me like the next week. They sent me a contract that week, the end of the week. God was good. Signed with the Ottawa Ray Blacks right the year after they won the Grey Cup in 2017. So 2017, I signed with the camp, did my thing, made the team. I was on practice squad at first. Played the last 12 games. I was rookie of the year. Next year, went through some adversity in my career. We got a new defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like how tall I was, how big I was, whatever the case may be, So I was on practice squad to start off the year. I was on practice squad for like 12 games. I only played like 5 games that season. So I played the last 5 games. And I had 5 interceptions. The crew and 1 in the Grey Cup. We went back to the Grey Cup at 18. That was my next year. Crazy. First year, rookie of the year. Second year, 5 picks, 5 games, 1 in the Grey Cup. You know what I'm saying? And, up and down throughout the career. Last year, I signed late, got released a little bit in 2024, still a free agent now. But we had a COVID year. We had COVID in Canada. No one was working. This was 2021, was it? 2020.
2020.
No, they shut everything down out here. I remember as soon as I got to the pros, the first thing my uncle kept asking me, my uncle Trey, he was like, we got to figure out what you want to do after, what you want to do after football, what you want to do after sports. He just kept asking me the shit every day. You know what I'm saying? That's 2017, 2018, 2019. He like, you probably going to be on TV broadcasting. Mind you, I went to college for communication.
You'd be great at broadcasting for sure.
You think so?
I do. Yeah. I always enjoy it. Listen, I'm normally I wouldn't let somebody talk for half an hour, but I could listen to you all day. So, that's your compliment of your commentating. I could listen to you all day.
No, I appreciate it. Only thing I think about with sports, I just be like, man, learning now. You want to win like a Grey Cup. You want to ring a Super Bowl Grey Cup to go on the panel and talk. So I don't want to be up there. You get to talking, and then you talking to Milt Stiegel, who got rings, and this dude got rings. They like, man, who you talking to? I ain't Charles Barkley. But on the other hand, it's like coaches and people up in there who never even played. So it's like I know more than that. But yeah, like COVID happened, and he just kept asking me what I want to do after football, and I'm like, I don't know. I could probably be a coach, or you know what I'm saying. I could probably coach or be on the broadcast, but I'm like, man, I gotta win a Grey Cup, whatever. So COVID happened. We in Canada, we locked down. They closed the borders. I can't even go home. I'm like, what the? Hold up, bro. So anyways, I got a job. This is my first job ever. I never worked a day in my life. till 2020. And then I had a job, and it was electrician company, Amtech. James McKellar, one of my good friends to this day, good mentor, all these OGs that I got. And he hired me. I came into the interview. He asked me to ever have a job. I'm like, nah, but I work hard. I show up every day. I learn how to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just bring that mentality. That's all you know from football. You just work hard. I don't know. I show up with a good attitude and effort. I got this from Maine. This is what I've been taught in Maine. This is how we build our team. And I show up and work. And it was the best thing that ever happened for me. You know what I'm saying? It sucked because we wasn't making the professional money, the CFL, getting the CFL checks, but it was good for me as far as learning. And the Amtech I was running, my job was to be the driver. I just delivered the materials. You know what I'm saying? And I show up at 6 a.m. and go in the warehouse, deliver like conduit, PVC pipe, whatever, throw it all in the truck, and I drive it downtown to, the electricians. And I get there in the morning and I'd be like, hey man, it's 6 a.m. It's Monday. I'm like, I get there and they be like, they see me, they be like, who the hell ordered all this pipe? I didn't order this. I ordered BX wire. Like, who the hell ordered this? I'm like, brother, good morning, my brother. It's 6 a.m. It's Monday morning. How was your weekend? Give me a hug, brother. You all right? You know what I'm saying? I'm driving back and I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, I don't know if these people love their job, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, football, we love this. Like, some days you're high, you're mad, you're not. But it's like, brother, what's up, brother? Good morning. How you doing? Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's when I was learning, like, all right, man, I got to do something with this football. They were telling me, like, football to be over, and I'm learning, like, your money, football money, you get paid within 6 increments, 6 months. So 6 months on, 6 months off, which is good and bad. So, when I came in, I think it was like 65,000, 70,000, whatever. 13% of that, have the tax, all that, take all the math, do all the math, take all that out. So what I'm learning is like, all right, even for my classes now, but that's later. You get money, you want to invest it in something smart. You don't want to just sit on it, because if you sit on it, you're just going to spend it, when you need it. So my uncle, I'm like, man, I can start a business. I asked the owner from the Red Blacks at the time, Jeff Hunt, I asked him, I'm like, how did you become a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he had a carpet cleaning company. And he was like, I was doing some little residentials and I hit, you know what I'm saying? I got that Macy's contract. It take one contract, set you on, just to get you on. He said he got that Macy's, and then he stacked up, did his thing, made some investments, and then he was to become part owner of the Red Blacks. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna steal your whole idea. I ain't gonna dig right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do the carpet cleaning, but I could do some cleaning. He was just telling me like the pros, the cons, like you don't gotta put nobody in school, through school. You don't gotta like buy expensive equipment, it's cheap labor. You can start it off yourself, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, you wanna be a billionaire, turn millionaire, on a sports team. And we just started laughing about that. Using some little pointers. So anyways, I started the business. I registered it. The girl, it was a lady chick doing my hair. I'm like, you got a business? She like, yeah. If like it's official, she like, yeah, I got a, she like, you can just register. I'm like, how you start a business? Like, you can just register on CRA. It's just sole proprietorship, registered to you. I'm like, how much it cost? She like, it's free. I'm like, it's free? So I could be an owner of a company and it's free. She like, yeah, sign me up right now. She was doing my hair. I was doing it on the computer. On my phone. I didn't even have a computer at the time. I did it on my phone. Clean Dream Services, and it took me some time to come up with the name, and I registered it. And then they continued the season in 2021. So I'm like, oh, so I got a business, but now I'm playing football, so it's like in the back burner. 2021 season go by, we ain't have a good season. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that good. So the last 3 games, I'm like, man, I got a business, bro. Let me try something real quick. Like, let me start looking at how to get leads. Like, what is this? Like, how do I get business? Like, I had to Google everything. How to get cleaning something. And Bark.com came up, got on there, learned how to get down, get some leads. I got 3 residential houses in 3 days. $100, a 5-bedroom for $100. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I got 300. This is easy. I'm gonna be an owner.
I'm gonna be a millionaire next week. Yeah.
Oh my God. All I need is 5 of these. That's 500 a week. You know me. So anyways, I did it 1 or 2 days. I'm like, I can't do this. This is crazy. I'm in there 8 hours after practice. I go to practice, come home. I'm finished at 12. I'm like, nah, my back, my legs sore. I'm like, $100 for this? Nah, that's not something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we'll talk about that later in the careers there. Football came by. So I never really, kind of like, picked up as the business went by. I'm pretty sure you want to talk about the business stuff. I'm really tired of me talking and stuff. But that's how I kind of came on, man. That's the little story, moving forward.